Day we all shine like a star. Some are already shining, and some people their light is already building momentum. So this is a program that have been built. It's a youth mentorship program, your darling youth mentorship program on radio. And this is GOTS 104.9 FM. GOTS Niwon Baby. Before I dive in properly into what I have for you this afternoon, what are we talking about? What are we looking into? Permit me to just say this, that next week Friday I will be having a very special session with every Jambite. Yes, those who will be writing their Jamb, those who are waiting for admission. I just want to give you this is just a tip of an iceberg, that next week Friday on Youth Pulse we want to address a lot of things. We want to look into a lot of things together. So if you have youth, and for the parents who are listening at the moment, you have your children, you have your wards, you have your kids who are preparing for their JAMB or seeking admission, we will be talking about a lot of things that will cover that aspect next week Friday on Youth Pulse. So please just get yourself prepared. Tell your children to be prepared. Tell your friends to be prepared. The time remains 2 o'clock, and that is just by the way. This afternoon, what are we talking about? Remember, as usual, before I go into the topic for today and before I dive into the discussion proper for today, our motivation by Mr. President. I believe you know it. I believe I know it also. What is our motivation on Youth Pulse for this January? Let's have this together.
Day 1, hit the ground running. Day 2, continue running. Day 3, don't rest. Think and do. Select the best teams that will help build a better Nigeria.
Day 1, don't stop. Day 1, hit the ground running. Today is the 16th day of January. Have you started running already? I will ask you that question again. Are you getting tired? Are you losing the momentum? Remember what the president said. Day 1. So Youth Pulse, we did our first episode on the 2nd of our January. So day 1, you hit the ground running. Concerning your goal for the year, we've addressed that already. We've talked about goal setting. Yeah, concerning your goal, concerning your resolution, concerning your expectation and dream for the year. Right from day 1, you are expected to hit the ground running. Day 2, don't stop running. Meaning don't give up. If you give up, you won't go up. And day 3, the presidency, think and re-strategize. Select the best team. That talks about profitable collaboration. I believe we are making a very, very good use of this. So we go on a short musical break, and after the short musical break, we dive into the main conversation for today. So stay tuned, and we will be right back. I have a dream. I believe you have a dream. If you remember the first episode when we talk about setting achievable goal for the new year, our first episode for the year, we said it. Yeah, your dream is not just the movie you watch when you are sleeping. Your dream are those thoughts, those aspirations, those desires that take away your sleep. Those things that even when you are sleeping, you are still thinking about it. When you are walking, when you are playing, they are still there playing in your mind like your driving force. That is your dream. And one of the quality of every reasonable youth is dreaming. One of the quality of a youth is what? Good dream. So I believe you have a dream. You have a plan. And we've said it already. Hit the ground running. So today, what are we talking about and what are we looking at? What are we discussing on Youth Pulse? What are we discussing on Youth Pulse for today? We are looking at high income skills for future careers. High income skills and future careers for youth. Now we are in 2026. I've interacted with many youths. I've interacted with many young people out there. And most people are like, yeah, I want to improve myself. I want to build up my skill. I want to develop my skill. But let's look at it. There are some skills that are fast selling this year. Now, when we are talking about skills, many people look at it in the aspect of maybe I want to set up my business. I want to start up my business, or I want to build up a career. I want to become an entrepreneur. Yes, having skill doesn't necessarily limit you to being an entrepreneur. even being an employee or being a young graduate, there are some skills that you will need to have that will make you even well employable. A school of thought said something, and I quote. It says, in Nigeria today, we have a high number of graduates, but many are not employable. I come again. It says, we have a high number of graduates in Nigeria that are not employable. Why are they not employable? Because they lack skills, they lack experience, and they lack uniqueness. They lack skills, they lack experience, and they lack uniqueness. So not because they don't have the certificate. So many out there, they have the degree. They have the degree. So being employable is beyond having a degree. To your degree, these three things are very, very vital. Experience, uniqueness, and skill. I come again. Experience, uniqueness, and skills. So even if anybody wants to employ you today, come to any company. For example, let's take God's FM as an example. Come over here, drop your CV. The next thing the HR or the admin will ask you is, what can you offer? What can you do? Why are you writing your CV? You are submitting your CV just to tell your prospective employer that this is what I can offer your company. Nobody wants to hire a liability. Nobody wants to employ a liability. So as a youth, we now need to start thinking outside the box. Begin to ask yourself and begin to think, what can I do so that I will not become a liability to either myself, either my nation, or even the company I am working with at the moment. I've seen many who are working and they are redundant in their company. So I do tell them, I was reviewing CV for people that should be in December. While I was doing their CV review, I looked at some and I called one lady. I said, Madam, come, you need to go and take a professional course. Because I checked this profile. For the past 2 years, it is the same role, the same thing, nothing new. So that's why we are looking at high income skills. Currently, hot selling skills in year 2026. Where should you look at? When we are talking about skills, we have the soft skills and we have the hard skills. Let's take note of that. We have the soft skills and we have the hard skills. So either you are acquiring a soft skill or you are acquiring a hard skills. We will talk about some this afternoon, and I want to assure you this will be a very soft ride for me and you. So just stay tuned as we ride together on this show. Okay, so as a youth, some people will be like the hot cake at the moment. Let's first look at the 4 most selling sectors in 2026 from the research I made. Now, when I talk about most selling, like the 4 sectors that are most like hot cakes, apart from those who are doing business, I looked at it from the aspect of number 1, the capacity to employ that these sectors possess. Number 2, your ability to set up on your own as a person. And I looked at it, the first one I saw there was tech. So talking about skills in this 21st century, be thinking of acquiring skills in tech as a person. Then think of finance, healthcare, and then energy and manufacturing. But as we proceed, I will look at the first area and let's talk about the hard skills at this moment. And I will just talk about tech generally. Hard skills. When I talk about hard skills, these are skills that involves you working with your hands. You working physically, either remotely or on-site, either remotely or hybrid. We have the remote job, we have the on-site, and we have the hybrid. So you can do either of the 3. Either you are working under somebody on-site. Hybrid is the mixture of both remote and on-site, and we have the remote job. Or you want to be an entrepreneur. For example, those of you already into stuff like shoemaking, bag making, fashion and design, and so on. Those are very, very wonderful. Keep it up. Tie and die. Continue. But let's look at top tech skills. Tech skills. In 2026, in case you want to learn, you want to acquire skill, the first thing I will recommend is the artificial intelligence and machine learning. Or you are a parent, you are there thinking, oh, my son, or you are a core member about to pass out, or you are doing your youth service, and you are like, okay, I need to acquire some skills. Let's think towards tech. Let's be honest with ourselves. Let's think towards tech. And under tech, I will just talk about what? Artificial intelligence as the first. Because looking at it, before people will say AI is the future, but I want to tell you AI is the present. AI is the presence. Artificial intelligence is it is here with us already. We can see people doing a lot of things. Although when I talk about AI, most people look at the aspect of the generative AI that used for creatives. Yeah, the creatives, they use the what do we call the generative AI, like your chat GPT and so on, or mention it even on your, what do we call it, on your X handle. You see the Grok to generate information. You see your Meta AI, Gemini, and so on. We see people generating picture. Yeah, but AI is far deeper and far larger, far wider than using the generative aspect of it. So in case you want to acquire any skill, think towards artificial intelligence. Think towards the artificial intelligence. It is no longer the future, it is in the present. It is in the present. Now, one of the fear that most people have, most people will say, yes, AI will make you dull. AI will kill your ability to think. For me, it is a lie. AI have come to make you smart. When AI will kill your ability to think is when you as a person, you refuse to improve yourself. Yeah. When you as a person, you refuse to improve yourself, when you refuse to build yourself, when you refuse to grow, that is when AI will replace you. Of course, another school of thought said AI came to make human machine and make machine to take the place of human. Yeah, AI have came to do what? Like make robot to take the place of men and also turn men to robot. Of course, many men are turning to zombies today. Some people cannot construct simple sentences without consulting either chat GPT or whatever they use. But I want to tell you this, AI has not just come to take human job. AI also create some jobs, believe me. For example, some people who are doing prompt engineering, look at it, AI created that job for them. There are a series of jobs that AI will still create. And another thing is, AI will not just replace anybody. AI will only replace those who don't know how to leverage on it. So AI has come to stay. That's just the fact. AI have come to what? To stay. So you as a youth, either a student or a core member, or you're already working, just think about how can I also leverage on the use of artificial intelligence. So how can I leverage on it? So under the tech skills, I've mentioned the artificial intelligence. If you can talk to AI properly, you will definitely multiply your productivity. So that's that on AI. Okay, now to proceed with our conversation on the top selling tech skills, let's look at cybersecurity. That's another thing. Maybe as a youth, you are thinking of where should I invest? I want to develop myself. What skills do I need? Let's look at the aspect of what? Cyber security and ethical hacking. Cyber security and ethical hacking. One thing we should understand, hackers are increasing every day. Let's look at the issue we are having. Yahoo boy here, Yahoo there. What are they doing? They are hacking people's accounts, hacking people's website. So every day, hackers are increasing, attacking systems, attacking banks, attacking schools, attacking websites, hospitals. You understand me? So one thing that I know is what? Cyber security or ethical hacking is a very hot cake. So in case you are thinking of skills that you need to develop yourself on, if you don't want to develop yourself on artificial intelligence, you can look towards what? Cyber security and ethical hacking. Now, when I say ethical hacking, does that mean some part of hacking are a kind of encouraged? You know, some people go to school to study hacking. I know of some youths. Yeah. And those who study criminology, I don't know if any is hearing me. Those who study criminology, to an extent, they will still teach them some part of hacking, just to have knowledge. Now, some organizations, what they do is they employ some people who study this ethical hacking. Since you have the knowledge, since you know how it works, they employ some youth, they employ some people just to do what? Monitor their website. And what do? They will just keep on monitoring. Is there any security threat to our website? They are the ones that will what? Figure it out. Are there any problem? Is there anyone trying to penetrate into our territory, meaning our digital territory? They will be the one to quickly blow the alert and ensure they fix every problem. So cybersecurity and ethical hacking is another hot skill that is selling And it is a skill not just for the present, it is also a skill for the future. So in case you want to acquire a tech skill in 2026, you can think towards this direction as well. All right, so still on the tech skills that I as a person can recommend. Now, I will not recommend any outfit for you on this show. However, if you have a tech hub and you want to collaborate or you want to like partner with us on Youth Pulse, you can call our marketing line 070 58 96 2011. I come again, 070 58 96 2011, or you call 081 6904 2795. In case you want to partner with us on Youth Pulse, that's our marketing line. You can call the station at any time, at any hour of the day. They will respond to your call. So back to our conversation. Top tech skills that are for the present and for the future. I will also talk about data analysis and data science. Data analysis and data science. All right. One thing we all need to understand is our new oil, our current oil is what? Data. Data. The world is dealing with data. The world is dealing with facts. Now, when I say data analysis and data science, so they are not the same thing. They are not the same thing. When we talk about data analysis, it's a study that enables you to what? Examine the existing data to understand what has already happened. That's why you see that on some of our shows we bring up what we call data analysts. We bring up analysts to what? Analyze what has happened, and they begin to talk about what has happened relating it to the past. But data science, it helps you to use the current data to predict the future. So you can also study data analysis or data science as a youth thinking of a skill. There are many tech hubs out there. Where you can approach to acquire some of this skill. Then we have cloud computing. Yeah, you know the world is becoming lighter and smarter. Gone are those days when you need to carry heavy gadgets. For example, now anywhere I'm going, I have a way of synchronizing my data in such a way that even if my phone is not with me, any phone I see, I can access most of my information. I don't need to carry my laptop all around. So cloud computing, that's another thing. So when we say DevOps is about making sure your software is built faster, better, and without breaking your system. So when you are talking about cloud computing, we are talking about you using the internet to store your data, using the internet to run your software, to access computing power instead of using your own computer or physical servers. Yeah, I remember last week I was here and somebody called me from somewhere far away, and with the Festus I was having this issue. I want to do this. I just told the person, put on your system, and right from here I did what I want to do on the person's system. Cloud computing help you to do some of those things. Let's talk about data sharing. So that's another soft skill or tech skill that your children or you as a youth, you can still learn. And some of these skills I mentioned, either being an AI engineer, a prompt engineer, or you are doing automating work, you're a data analyst, you're a data scientist, a cybersecurity or an ethical hacker, a cloud computing expert. See, these are highly sought for. Companies are looking for them. And there are skills that even on your own as a youth, you can still use to establish yourself. Still on this note, on your tech skill, number 5 here is copywriting. When I say copyright, it's not that your C that you put inside circle. Let's get that right. It's not that your C. Now, as a copywriter, where do you market yourself to? You want to learn copywriting. I know some people will be like, what is copywriting? Is it not just to own the copyright for your song, copyright for a book? It is far, far beyond that. I used to say copywriting is an act of you selling with words. Let's look at some of these bloggers. They employ copywriters. A copywriter will bring up a whole book and we give you the title that will best market your book. You understand my point? So it is a very, very high income skill. Copywriting is an art of you selling or marketing with words. You can help in coming up with the news headlines. You can work in any organization as a youth if you acquire some of these skills. Remember, this year we are hitting the ground and we are running. Youth Pulse is here to guide and to help you in navigating from where you are to where you are going. So, as a copywriter, you can work in different places, and your skill is needed in advertisements. Most of these newspaper outfits, they can hire you Companies can employ you. Publishing agencies can employ you. Even radio station like this. Let's look at our news editor. They are doing good job. Just pick a whole news, summarize it, give it a very fine caption. That's what copywriters do. I remembered one day I made a video out there and I called Kanayo, what title can I give this? And I say a fist exchange. I was like, wow, so powerful. So let's talk about social media posts. Your skill is needed there for your email, for your website and landing pages. So copywriting is another fantastic skill that is selling digitally, and it is also paying well. If you can, don't stop dreaming. Let me talk about digital marketing, still on that tech skill. Digital marketing. Digital marketing. That's another fast selling skill that you as a youth you can acquire. Most of us we go on social media. Social media marketing is part of digital marketing. Let's look at some companies that do drop shipping. They are doing digital marketing. Although we have affiliate marketing, it still falls under digital marketing, influencer marketing, all of those ones. This is not a classroom. I will have take time to break some of these things down for you. Affiliate marketing, for example. Let's take this for instance. I wrote some books and I have the books on some website, on some platforms. Now, I don't need to be moving about from places to places. Come and buy my book. All I did is what? Publish the books on some of those websites. Some are free and some are not free. And you will see once people go there to download, what's happened? They pay me. There are times I will be here, we just receive a lot. Somebody just downloaded your book. You understand my point? So what I'm saying, what I'm talking about is what? That is part of affiliate marketing. And there are some people, they help people to market their product. It is still part of affiliate marketing. So all those ones, they fall under digital marketing. Search engine optimization, that is called SEO. SEO, search engine optimization. That's another very, very fine tech skill under digital marketing. So as a youth, if you are there, you are thinking of what can I do? What can I do? How can I boost? How can I enhance my portfolio? I want to tell you, just think towards acquiring some of these skills. And number 7, the last but not the least on the list of my tech skill is software development, coding. Software development. Let's talk about your UI UX design as well. I just merge all of them under software development and UI UX design. That's product design. Yes. So you want to learn how to build websites, how to build apps. You understand my point? Coding is fast selling as well. Even right from 7, you can enroll your child in a coding school. Once your child is up to 7 years. Yes, I think that's the least most schools take. And right from childhood, you expose them to some of these skills. They learn how to code. They learn how to build websites. There was a youth I brought on Youth Pulse that should be on the 2nd of January. A young guy. He's a developer. He built apps at a very young guy, and he's just a fresh graduate. So the world needs people like this. And I want to tell you this, you have no excuse as a youth. You have no excuse to be a waste. So that will be all on tech skill. I will just talk about some other skills that you need to develop as a youth if you want to really consider building for the present and for the future. If you want to really consider yourself, maybe you are building for the present or the future. So, of course, the future is here. All right, at this point, I will release the phone line for those who may want to contribute, who may have one question or two to ask about what we are talking about. For those who are just joining us, this is Youth Pulse on God 104.9 FM, and you are hearing the voice of Festus, Adelaja, Adelaja. And the topic we are discussing this afternoon is high income skill for the future career of youth. As a youth, what are some high income skills that you need to consider yourself? Maybe you want to acquire those skills. What are some of the skills you need to consider?
Hello, good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon. Your name? I think that's Mama Sunday, right?
This is Mommy Sunday from Adelaja.
Mama Sunday, good afternoon. Welcome to Youth Pulse.
We thank you, no. Thank you, and I like our youth.
Thank you for that. We appreciate.
And you are giving them good advices.
All right. Yeah.
So we love it. So God will let them hear.
Okay.
God will make them to do the right thing. Because
Amen.
I'm gonna say.
All right. Amen.
Yes, so many of them are doing the work that is not good. Eh? Like also Yahoo, some because of bad friends that you are following. So they have gone astray and do whatever they like.
Hmm.
I know that God will deliver them back.
Amen.
In Jesus' name.
Amen. All right.
Set them free from every evil deed and every evil work that they have been doing. God will deliver them from it.
Amen. Amen. All right.
And they'll come back to God.
Okay. Thank you so much, Mama Sunday.
Thank you. Yes.
Thanks for the prayer and for the encouragement. Our youth pulse is committed to just helping the youth in transiting from where we are to where we aspire to be. Let's look at another sub-skill area that you as a youth probably may be thinking you are not tech savvy, because definitely all the youth cannot go into tech. Yeah, all the youth cannot go into tech. That's one thing I'm so sure of. If all of us are tech bro, who will focus on other aspects? So someone like me, I'm tech savvy. What of others who are not tech savvy? Let's look at sales and marketing skill. Sales. So apart from tech, as a youth, you can also develop your sales skill. Now, this one doesn't involve you going to tech school now or a computer class. You can think of what? Developing your sales skill, especially for those of us who are doing business. One of the skills you need to learn at this point is what? Copywriting. Oh, I've mentioned copywriting under tech skill. I'm talking about negotiation skill, negotiation skill. As a youth, negotiation skill. Many people have skill, but they don't know how to market their skills. Some don't know how to negotiate, how to close deal. So that's why you see some people, the same skill you have that you cannot sell. Some people are marketing themselves better. So when we are talking about marketing skill, you can also go and develop. You can go and acquire skill on what? Negotiation, how to negotiate. You can read books that helps you in closing deals. I would have mentioned some books, but no author pay us for advert, so I will not want to do free advert. But you can check the internet and check for books, watch some podcasts, listen to some webinars that will give you better insight in how to market yourself and how to what? Promote yourself. Take note of something. When it comes to marketing, promotion is not pride. When it comes to what? Marketing, promotion is not pride. You must be able to draw the line between when you are proud and when you are promoting your business. Somebody said if you have it, you flaunt it. You blow your trumpet. If you don't blow your trumpet, who else will blow it for you? So you as a youth, you can also think of developing your marketing skill. Then, if you are into any business, think of your content creation and storytelling. I deliberately pull graphics and video editing. I deliberately pull them out of tech skill and bring them under marketing here. As a marketer, you are a fashion designer. CapCut is there on your phone. Why can't you just be making short video? Look for trending sounds on TikTok. Put your video under those trending sounds. The world is no longer boring. I want to tell you something. One of the key to be relevant in our present age or generation is to follow the tide positively. Know where the world is heading to, then what? Flow along. Where are the youths? Your target audience, where are they? Currently, looking at what I do, I don't have a shop. I'm working at God's FM. But there are times I post some of my works online. I post it on YouTube, I post on my WhatsApp status, and I will see people be like, oh, so you make this, can you make this for me? This and that. Ato na bad. Worry people will say ato na wish. You understand? So if it is any amount that it is generating, learn how to market yourself. Then for your marketing skill, you can also learn. I've talked about social media marketing before. I've talked about what? Negotiation. Learn some little script writing. Storytelling. So that you can also be a brand storyteller. Ghost writing. These are some simple things you can also do to market yourselves. Some companies today are looking for ghost writer. Who is a ghost writer? A ghost writer is someone that writes for people without what? Taking credit in most cases. For example, I'm a writer and you want to publish a book. You can call me, okay, Festus, I want to write a book. This is the idea. This is the inspiration. This is the story behind the book. Help you convert the idea, the story, and the inspiration into a book. And I will sit down. I have your idea with me already. I have your story with me already. I have your inspiration with me. And I will convert it into a full book. And at the end of the day, the book will be written in your name. But what happened? You will pay me for my work. You will pay me for my time. You will pay me for my resources. So that is ghost writing. So we have another call. Hello? Hello, good afternoon. Your name and where you are calling from?
Divine, my name is Divine.
Divine. Calling us from where?
Coming from Adelaja.
Divine from Ibejuleki. You are welcome. All right. Do you have any question or contribution?
Yes.
Okay,
what
go ahead.
Is because as for me, I'm a tailor.
Okay, you are a
And
tailor.
Hello?
Go ahead. I'm listening.
I'm a tailor.
Okay.
I use needle to sew shirts.
Okay.
So the imagination is among the things that you are saying just now in the radio. So I
Okay.
understand what you are very right, sir.
Divine, how old are you?
I'm 12 years old.
What class?
I'm 6.
Primary 6. So you can sew with needle and thread.
Yes.
How did you learn it? Who taught you?
In my workshop that I learned. So,
Okay, so you went to a workshop.
yes.
Have you made any money through it?
No, but we show it to people whenever we show it.
Come again. You said what?
No, I've not even make any money, but when we show it to outside people that so that they will know that we show
Okay.
clothes with.
With needle and thread.
Yes.
At the end of the program, I will call my number. I would like to see some sample of your work. Are you okay with that?
Okay, sir.
All right. Well done. Keep it up, okay? I'm proud of you.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
All right. That's Divine calling us from Ibeju, Lekki. He said that he learned how to sew with needle and thread. All right. So, like I was saying, we've talked about some soft skills and technical skills, tech skill. We are on marketing skill. I've talked about learn how to negotiate, learn how to tell your brand story, brand promotion, learn how to promote brands. Some youth are into modeling. It's a marketing skill. Yeah. And modeling is not that bad. You are the one that you know the brand you want to promote. You are the one that you know the niche of your interest. Use what you have to market. That's what I'm saying. And I also talk about your human and soft skill, human resources management, HRM. So like I said, some people are into marketing. Let's talk about tech. I just mentioned some hard skills like your fashion design, shoemaking, and so on. Yeah, those are fine. I'm not saying they are not fine. I also talk about human resources management, especially for those who are employee. How to manage human. Do you understand my point? Human resources management. We call it HR. Some people take professional courses on HR, especially if you are a manager, you are a head of department, you are a sectional head in your company, taking a course on HR, or you are doing customer service relationship representative related job or work. I want to tell you this. Developing your human resources management, HRM, or you are a receptionist, HR skill, human resources management skill. That is another very, very hot selling skill that you must acquire as a person. And one of the things you need to learn there, you want to develop your HR skill, you need to learn emotional intelligence. We call it emotional intelligence, emotional quotient, EQ. That's when you develop your listening skill, you develop your communication skill, you develop your empathy, you develop your leadership skill. Then apart from emotional intelligence, under what do we call it? Under your leadership and human resources skill, HR skill, you can also develop your critical thinking ability. Yes, that enables you to solve real problem. Real problem. There are people today, all they do is they are consultants, either as therapists or as what HR consultants. And most of the time when company want to employ They go through them. Some people, they call them, is it outsourcing agents? Just like your house agent, but these ones, they are what? Agents that help people to get job. We have a good number of them out there. I will not mention website, but I know for youths who are already job hunting, they know a lot of these websites and they know a lot of these companies that you go there, you submit your CV, and all they will do is what? They will do the preliminary interview with you. And once they see your ability, once they see what you are good at, all they do is they will look for companies that that you can work with, looking at your strengths and your weakness. They will do even your personal SWOT analysis for your strength, weakness, opportunity, and they will look what are the possible threats to you. So all those ones, they are under HR skill. You learn that project management. When I say project management, this is not limited to what? Building projects, managing people, managing time, managing agile skills. All those ones, they are under what? Human and soft skills. So as a youth or as a young professional, like I said, one thing I want you to know is this year, just look for every avenue to develop yourself. Look for every avenue to grow. Don't remain where you are last year, this year. Pick up your CV. Ensure you add something new to it. Take those professional courses. Take those professional exams. Go for those conferences. Pay for some. Yes, pay for some. Go for those conferences. Go for those workshops. Attend those webinars. Add more certificates to your work. Add more skills and add more value. Before we sign out on the show, we'll just take a short musical break. After that, I give my closing remark.
We are the dream. We are the nation. We are part of this.
The future is here. As we sign out of the show, I want to tell you as a youth that these skills, they don't require millions of naira. They are not that expensive. There are things you can learn on your own. Just make use of your YouTube and you can go to a nearby tech hub to acquire some of this skill. I just want to see all of you doing better. I want to see all of you becoming a better version of yourself. As far as you have a phone, as far as you have a mind that is willing to learn, I want to assure you, okay, maybe I will get that tune for you again. What our president said. He said, and I quote, that a creative mind is a fertile ground for growth. I come again. A creative mind is a fertile ground for growth. That was said by President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Just have a creative mind. Once you have a creative mind, he said what? Your creative mind is a fertile ground for growth. And have this at the back of your mind. You don't need to know everything as a youth. You don't have to know everything. Just look at something that is compatible with what you are doing or where you are going. Look at your current job, like I said, and make some what? Research. What are the skills I will need to acquire to scale higher in this job? Someone like me, I know what I'm doing and I know how to upskill myself. I know some skills that I need to acquire more just to ensure that what? I upskill myself. One thing I will tell you is just ask yourself this year, if you add something new. Number two, you just need to start learning one valuable skill. Like I said, no, you don't need to know everything. Just have what? One. Focus on it for now. Then, as time goes on, you can develop other. Remember this, as we sign out, your future is not decided by where you come from, but what you choose to learn. Your future is not decided by where you come from. Where you come from don't matter, but what you choose to learn. Your action and inaction today is what will determine where you will find yourself in the future. So you are the one, you are the architect of your future. Then, just for the sake of reminder, for those who will be writing JAMB this year, you are seeking for admission, you will be writing open for admission. I will be coming up with an expert next week Friday. Let's talk about JAMB. What are the things you need to know? Let's talk about admission. Even before you choose that your course, what are the things you need to know? Where should the line be drawn? I can't even tell you all now. Let's meet next week Friday by 2 p.m. Parents, tell your children they must be part of this. Tell your friends, tell your colleagues, teachers, tell your students. Sit in group and let's learn together next week Friday. I strongly believe that with dedication and with hard work, as a youth and with determination and the fear of God in your heart as well, together we will surely grow and together we will make Nigeria better. For For the sake of people like Divine who would like to reach out to me for further conversation, you can call me on 081 67 11 9357. I come again, 081 67 11 9357. Once again, for those who will be writing JAMB, waiting for admission, processing their admission, let's have a dive into the academic world next week Friday. See you next week Friday on GOT FM by 2 p.m. That is Youth Pulse. I remain your host, the mouthpiece of the youth, Omo Babatisha Festus, our day to two, our Adelaja. On this note, I say enjoy your weekend.
We are the future. We are the dream. We are the nation. We are part of this.